Hi everyone, it's nice to see you again in Writing Fundamental. And in this meeting, we are going to discuss about how to search for idea. There are many students have a bad experience dealing with searching for idea, and some say that they do not have idea to write. And in this case, we are going to find and we are going to do several things that may help you dealing with idea collection. And before we start, let me show you and share you the slide, right? The topic we are discussing is about searching for idea, and the subtopic or how to search for idea for writing and types of essay and praise. How are they related? Okay, let's have a look at the following explanation. For the first explanation is how to search for idea. To start writing, writers can do many ways, such as searching for idea and collecting them that may help writer to write and express the keys. Some ways that can be done are finding, listening, acting, reading, and writing. So, what are the explanation dealing with this when you search for the idea? For example, in finding good information that might help you to open your mind, like watching YouTube, opening Facebook and other social medias you are familiar with, and you can do this. And how about in listening? You can communicating with other people, including listening to your teacher talking in front of the class. Listen carefully and be with him in order to develop distinct idea. And in acting, you can act as a speaker. You might stimulate to find an idea what to speak in front of your audiences and collect useful information and idea for speech. And in reading, you read informative sources because they will enrich your familiarity. And next is in writing. Writing, writing anything means you have gained from the source that you find, watch, listen, express, and read. Then you have to write all of the idea that you have found in the piece of paper. Um, Finding something like to find new things that you can do um, with many ways, including you go back to YouTube or Facebook and others, or maybe watch television as well can be included. Listening, yeah, you need to listen to people, acting, reading, writing, and so on. All of the things, all of this step can be done if you want to search for idea. All right, ideas can based on the phenomenon in your surrounding can also contribute to the change in your society. Um, the idea collected must be rearranged and organized systematically. You can search for the idea that you encounter, you bump into it, and you try to collect them that you think it is necessary to discuss. Then you make them systematic by put them in priority. Which one should be discussed first, and which one the second, and so on. To write your idea easily, you may put your ideas in the bubble or list, and it can help you to find and express them. Have a look at the following uh, example like this, the bubble. and this is kind of list. Yeah, for example, how many idea you have found, and idea can be in the forms of words or phrases which become the head of your sentence later on. So bear in mind that the idea you find might be written in the forms of words or phrase. They can be the head of topic, I means, or your writings. Right. Have a look at the following example when you are writing your idea. Example in bubble and listing. When you talk about online business, for example, you can try make the list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and so on. Or you talk about COVID-19 in this case. What are the idea, for example, the source, the effect, number of victims, source of COVID-19, for example. Uh, in number of victims, you can say many countries, and you want to write about this, and the source can be from animal and so on. So you can make this larger. Yeah, not only depends on 4 or 5 bubbles, but you can write more. It depends on what you have found, what you have read, what you have watched, and what you have listened from other people, that you can write in a piece of paper, or you can put them in your note. And for example, in online business, you can say, you want to talk about online business easy. You want to start from this as effective, efficient, flexible, or maybe you want to talk about the negative side of online business, for example, wrong product, inaccurate, difficult to do, or inefficient. Many ways. Yeah. By doing this, it might help you for not forgetting what you have thought, what you have found, by writing them down in a piece of paper, or you can write them in your cellular. Yeah? So it may help you to remember them at the time to start your writing. And the process of collecting the idea may help you to run smoothly, and you do not need to take time to think and then start writing, because you have the idea already. So I hope that you can try this way to improve the numbers of idea in your writing. And the next is about the types of essay. Before we decide to collect the idea, we also need to know what are the type of essay we are going to write. As I explained before in my introductions, that there are 4 types of writing, or in this case we talk about the types of essay. We start from expository. It is writing that inform or explain the subject to the readers. Persuasive, writing that state the opinion of the writers and attempts to influence the reader. The next is narrative. It is a writing that tells a story. The story could be fact or fiction. And descriptive, writing that uses the 5 senses to describe or paint a picture for the reader. Uh, it is also important to recognize this, because when you know the type of essay you are going to write, it also may help you to go to a specific topic. So you can focus searching for idea based on the types of essay you are going to write. And remember, each essay, each type of essay, yeah, has a different way to write. As you can see, expository is to inform, persuasive is to state opinion. Yeah, when you state your opinion, you try to attract the attention from the readers. In narrative, you tell a story that is also different from informal about something. Descriptive, when you describe about something or someone. Case. So bear in mind that you need to know types of essay. Types of essay may help you to go to what idea you need to collect. Right. And number three is praise. Why do you think that we need to discuss about praise? Okay. And we start from this. In searching for idea, a writer may start from collecting the idea. For example, the idea can be in the form of praise. Case. The idea might be in the form of praise, yeah, as it is explained. Praise is to recognize more specific toward the things that are going to be described by the writer. What are praise? Okay, praise is group of words that does not consist of subject or verb. It is a group of words, but it does not consist of subject or verb. There are some types of praise, like verb praise, noun praise, and preposition praise. Okay, have a look at the following. When you say a verb praise, center on the verb as the main of the word group. For example, go to school. Go is a verb, and you say go to school. Go to school is a praise because it does not have subject. So we call it a verb praise. And you also have noun praise. What are noun praise? It take noun as the center of the word groups. For example, good house. Yeah? The center is house and it's extended by good. Okay, and another is preposition phrase. Yeah? The center, yeah, or the head of the group of words is prepositions in this case. So if the word is started with gerund as the head, it is called gerund phrase. So it depends what are the head of the sentence, of the words I mean. And next, I think this is what I want to say. Thank you very much. I hope that when you want to search for the idea, you need to consider about what type of writing you are going to write and how to collect the idea. It can be collected by words or by phrase. All right. Thank you very much for your attentions and uh, see you again in the next meeting.